What do Pixar films, Pokemon, and the Muppets all have in common? Well, one way or the other, they all have some representation of rats. And that is the title of this article, SCP-862. SCP-862 Object Class is Safe Special Containment Procedures. 6-meter by 6-meter bunker is to be constructed around SCP-862 in order to prevent the escape or sightings of SCP-862-1. It is to be monitored by cameras. It is to be checked daily for breaches and escapes for instances of -1. And in the event of a breach, they do have a mobile task force, Beta 23, aka Rat Trappers. No materials or individuals are to enter into SCP-862. And what is SCP-862? It is a 10-meter square location in the city of some redacted place. This area possesses a sphere of effect that when matter enters into it, it begins to section off into 25 square centimeter portions. And over time, depending on how much, or rather, depending on the composition of the material, they will turn into rats. They look like the common rat. They're made of the different materials, but they act like rats. Some of them are easier to destroy than others, as you can imagine, because, well, rock is significantly harder to get rid of than, let's say, water. They do not require food or water, but they exhibit the same properties as, typical rats. So they'll scurry around and try to get out and, chew on stuff. Solid instances of -1 can register pain and survive trauma for far exceeding that of regular rats, such as loss of limbs and heavy trauma and dissection. There is an undisclosed amount of instances of -1 already in the bunker, and they make up in, again, undistinct numbers, but consist of concrete, cement, tarmac, glass, wood, plastic, metal, suspended water, instances composed of remains of original recovery team, uniforms of the recovery team, weapons of the recovery team, and ammunition of the recovery team. -1 composed of air are regularly created, but are destroyed near instantly as they collapse when exposed to the slightest pressure, aka gravity. And that's it for the article. And honestly, I think it's fine. It doesn't answer really anything. Just enough of it is hidden that it's interesting to keep reading. Your mind kind of, well, my mind at least, went off on a tangent of like, what all could these rats be made of? And could they survive outside of that instance? What happens if you get one of these rats and they make it out into the world? Does it spread? Like, what causes this other than the original area of effect? Normally, I have an issue with the overabundance of redacted information. However, in this case, it works because you can't help but wonder, well, how much stuff is in there and how much of it is like, the ground. Like, is the ground affected, or is it like a perfect sphere that it's affected? Or is it just constantly birthing these weird rats that are in this area? All in all, decent, a nice short read, plenty of opportunities for this to be expanded upon in the future if someone wanted to take inspiration for this for whatever means. Overall, I give it I give it a B, a decent B. It's not bad. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not bad. So, yeah,